Hello Pistons fans, David Mayo from MLive here at the Palace of Auburn Hills, where tonight the Pistons are 103-89 winners over the Brooklyn Nets. In a game that only took an hour and 57 minutes, the Pistons jumped on the Nets early. There weren't a lot of fouls. It wasn't real competitive. There was no hack-a-drumming. So everyone gets out of here in under 2 hours. This team's become pretty entertaining to watch at home. They've won 13 out of 18 home games now. They drew a little bit more than 16,000 to the Palace tonight. Attendance continues to creep up ever so slightly. And tonight the fans were rewarded with a really fast-paced Pistons team that took advantage of an older Brooklyn team that's a little beat up and was on the second game of a back-to-back. It was 13-0 in fast break points in the first quarter. It was 19-0 on the break by halftime. It was 26-5 for the game. Brooklyn really just couldn't keep the pace with the Pistons. That's what this came down to. Pistons got easy baskets most of the game, 60 points in the paint. The game will be remembered somewhat for Stanley Johnson's first start, but he wasn't even necessarily the best Pistons rookie on the floor tonight. Johnson starting in place of Marcus Morris, who had tendonitis in his knee, expects to be back Tuesday. But Darren Hilliard kind of took on the Stanley Johnson role, with Johnson going into the starting lineup and had a real good game with 8 points and 4 rebounds in 20 minutes. So good performance by the second round rookie. Johnson had a little bit of a rough offensive night, but did a decent job trying to contain Joe Johnson, particularly in the first half. Johnson made some shots in the second half, but that's what Joe Johnson does. Stanley Johnson did a decent job containing him, and the Pistons had control of this game most of the way. They continue to play a little bit better against lesser teams now. They manhandled Minnesota a few days ago. They did the same here tonight to Brooklyn, but the road's about to get a little bit tougher. Tuesday, San Antonio comes to town. Then the Pistons go to Memphis. Then they come back here for games against Golden State and Chicago before going to Houston. In the game that starts a stretch of 17 road games out of 26 games total. So things are about to get a lot tougher, but the Pistons look up to it, and I will see you back here Tuesday night when the Pistons host the San Antonio Spurs.